When was the first time you saw the Snyder Cut?
First time I saw it was a few weeks ago.
Okay.
They sent me an advanced link, and I watched it in 4 hours straight with Sophia.
Of course. I mean, how cool must that have been for you, right? I mean, you must have really. What'd you think when you hit play on that, Joe? Because you know how many fans have been clamoring for it, demanding it, saying it exists, wanting it to exist, hoping it exists, and now it exists. What was that like for somebody who was actually in it as Deathstroke?
Well, I'm really happy for Zach, number one, because I think it's really vindicating. I think that he got to go back and finish the movie the way he wanted to, and the result is people are. The fans love it, and everyone agrees that it is, I'm glad that he got to take his time and tell the story the way he wanted to. So I'm happy for him. The thing about it is I technically wasn't a part of Justice League. That was their movie. Mm-hmm. I was just there to advertise my Batman movie. And then, to my surprise, a few weeks before the movie came out theatrically, the Joss Whedon version, they called me and said, we reshot your scene to advertise a Justice League 2 instead of Batman because, it's not happening. And so, for me, I was, I'm really I'm a passenger, on this ship and kind of involved by default. But when Zach called me up 4 years later and said, how'd you like to put the suit back on? What do you think? Do you want to come and do this? I said, sure, yeah, of course. And that was Zach inviting me into his universe because otherwise, like I said, I mean, the actual scene that fans get to see at the end of the Snyder Cut is the restored scene, the way that we shot it advertising the Batman movie.
I mean, dude, your career, the names of your characters, right? First of all, your current film, Shoplifters of the World, you're Full Metal Mickey.
Yeah.
You're Deathstroke in this film, the Snyder Cut. You're Big Dick Richie in Magic Mike. And
yeah.
If you notice, I laid in all 3 words on that one.
Yeah.
Obviously, Alcide Ervo from True Blood. I mean, my God, Flash Thompson. Dude, you're just Joe in real life. You know what I mean? And this is pretty incredible. I mean, which one is the most you?
Big Dick Richie.
That's a great answer, Joe.
Now, let me tell you what. No,
it's the only answer.
Listen, as far as aspirations
it's because your dancing skills. It's because your dancing skills.
That's the one. It's like, I mean, I'm like, look, it's a male stripper movie, not really the way I planned my career to go.
Yes.
But how am I going to say no to playing Big Dick Richie? Like, come on.
Soderbergh, for Steven Soderbergh.
Yeah, for Soderbergh. But, look, I mean, it's Big Dick Richie. I mean, what are you going to do? Say no? What are you, crazy?
I would say, what if there was something called a Soderbergh cut for Magic Mike, but every cut for Soderbergh is a Soderbergh cut. So, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, I had Steven, Steven knows what he wants. So when he shoots, there's no real, there's no fat on the meat. It's super lean.
I saw Magic Mike. You're right.
Or he'll get everything in one take. And
right.
He's best friends with David Fincher, who's notorious for doing 78 takes. I remember asking Steven, how are you guys friends? How do you guys not just beat the heck out of each other?
Right.
How can you stand each other if you're like it? He's like, no, we just we're friends. We just have very different ways of getting what we want, and that's the truth.
No doubt about it, man. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.